Hello everybody, my name is Cam the Man, and welcome to my 10 subscriber special. I decided to wait to put any sort of a vlog about myself out there until I finally reached the double digits, which is obviously 10. I think I'm at 11 at the time that I'm recording this. You know, it's not a lot more, but it's a lot for me. I wasn't really sure how many subscribers I was going to get, and 10, honestly, it felt like it was unachievable for a little while there, but I got some of my friends and stuff to help subscribe to the channel to help me get along with it, which I made a little list. I'm looking at it right here below where the camera can see it, but I made a little list about things that I want to talk about in this vlog for my 10 subscriber special. The first one that I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure that I thanked all my friends that have subscribed and helped support me, like my friends Blake Gerwick and Easton. I think he's going to be subscribing soon, and I want to especially thank my friend Crike. He has another channel. I'll probably end up putting it in the description below. But he's helped me out a lot with a lot of the different stuff. Like, I believe I'm going to be putting my first outro in this video here. And he's the one that actually was able to make that for me because he has some video editing software. And he's been able to teach me about things I can do. He's done some other videos with me and things like that. And so he's been a really big help for me making all that sort of stuff. And he's always looking for more subscribers and things like that. He likes to do things like Minecraft videos. Recently, we've been recording some Portal 2 co-op videos, which we're each going to be putting on our channels. And I'm going to put on Max Gentleman pretty soon. If not, I've already put it on. I'm not sure when. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be uploading this video the same day that I'm recording it. Sorry if the video is a little bit shaky. My hands or my arms are hitting the table and it's making the camera move just a little bit. So yeah, once again, I just want to reiterate thanks to all my friends and family that have watched my videos and suggested it, shared it on Facebook, things like that, because it is a help to help my channel grow, help me make more videos, and hopefully, you know, bring some enjoyment to people that are watching them. That's really what I want to do, is just know that people are having a good time watching my videos. So thanks anybody else who, I don't know, who might be watching my videos, because, you know, that'd be one, it'd be way overwhelming, and two, it would just get it wouldn't be inconvenient, but it wouldn't be plausible. Feasible, that's a good word, feasible, to tell me every single person that's watching all of my videos. So to anybody that isn't, you know, like a personal friend of mine or a family member, I want to thank you for watching my videos too, for helping my channel grow in any way that you could. And I think that's thanking all the people that I can. I also wanted to tell you you guys some stuff about myself in this video, so that you're not just watching somebody that you know nothing about. This will tell you a little bit about me. So the first one that I wanted to start off with was for my age. I am 17 at the time that I'm making this video, or 17 right now. Probably not when you're watching it, maybe. I don't know when you're watching this. But I'm 17 right now, and my birthday is January 23rd. So I was born in 1998, and I was born in Adrian, but I moved place to place after my parents got divorced. I mostly stayed in Adrian, but then like my dad moved to Jackson with his second wife, and then he moved to like Belleville, and now he's lived in Irish Hills for quite a few years now. And I've been living in a little town called Ida. I technically don't live there. My mailing address is in Monroe, Michigan. Excuse me there, but I consider myself to be living in Ida because it's only like 6 minutes to go into Ida, whereas it's like 15 to get to Monroe. And I go to Ida public schools. I'm in the high school, obviously. I'm a senior this year. And we are called the Blue Streaks, which I decided, I actually knew this. Not many people know why we're called the Blue Streaks, because it's not really, you know, like an animal or the Vikings or something like that. But I took a backyard history class with my 7th grade teacher, Mr. Potter. In his backyard history class, he taught us that the reason that we're called the Blue Streaks is because we had like a naming contest to see what our school would be named. And it was very, very close to being called the Bulldogs, which I like Bulldogs, but personally, I don't really think it's a very good name for a school mascot. It's just kind of boring, I feel. So, but in last second, somebody came in with the suggestion of Blue Streaks, and they liked it so much because, it's a blue lightning bolt, that they decided, hey, that's a pretty good mascot, and they made it the mascot. That's literally the entire story is, hey, look at this. This is pretty interesting. Let's make that our mascot. So for the past, I don't know, like 50, 75 years, I really don't know when my school was, or when my mascot was founded. I know how it was, but I don't know when. We've been the Ida Blue Streaks. My address, I figure I'm just going to throw this out there in case anybody wants to contact me for any reason. It's 7739 South Custer Road, Monroe, Michigan, 48161. That's all I'm really going to tell you about that stuff. I mean, it's not like it's very interesting. It's just, in case, it's just what if you guys want to know about it. Okay, I've already told you about the school that I went to. I had that on my list too, but I guess I skipped around a little bit. And there's two more things I wanted to tell you guys about. The first one was that I am in marching band at said high school that I was describing. I am in the marching band, which is, I think it's 96 members strong. I'm not positive on the total number. I just know it's full of like really cool people and just all sorts of fun times. I've been playing. I started marching band in 6th grade, or not 6th grade. What am I saying? Sophomore year. I had left band in my 5th grade because I didn't find it very interesting. But I rejoined in sophomore year because a lot of my friends were in band. And so I thought, hey, there must be something interesting in it. Maybe I just didn't wait long enough to find out. So I joined at my sophomore year, and I started off playing my crash cymbals, which was very, very fun. But when we started off, we didn't really learn very much technique. The senior at the time, he was not all that worried about teaching us technique. He was more just worried about getting through a senior year. And so after that was all done, I had also joined with a friend of mine called Cheyenne. I'm not going to say her last name because I don't know if she wants her last name out there on the internet or anything. But we both joined it at the same time, and we both started off playing cymbals. But once we were done with marching band, we realized he didn't need any more percussionists in the regular band, so we had to find an alternative. What instrument were we going to play? So I went up to him and I said, hey, maybe I could play trumpet or something like that. I used to play it when I was in the 5th grade band. But he said, you know what, I think what you should play, and he told me this because we needed some more of the instrument in the band, which now I'm like, it's a really fun instrument to play. But I play trombone for concert band. And let me tell you, trombone, it is one of the most fun instruments you can play. My band director's name is Mr. Bennett, just in case anybody wanted to know, or if you're asking or something like that. This will be my 2nd year playing trombone, obviously, because I also started that sophomore year. But when I started out, I thought it was going to be an impossible instrument to learn how to play, because, you look at trombones and you're just like, it's a slide. How are you going to learn how to play that? It doesn't seem like you would learn how to play it, but very quickly, after about a year, I think, I really started getting the notes down. I started knowing where to put the slide, things like that. And we have 2 separate bands at our school called the Symphonic Band and the Wind Ensemble. The first year I was obviously in Symphonic Band because I had no idea how to play the instrument. But the 2nd year I had progressed far enough in my skills of playing trombone that I am now able to play in the Wind Ensemble with the advanced members, which that's one of the main things that I like to do. There are certain things that I find valuable. One is that I know I've made like a difference in somebody's life. Like let's say that somebody's having like a really bad day and something that I said helps them. I might not realize that it's helping them, but if I figure out later that helped them, you don't even know how amazing that makes me feel. Like, that's the main thing that I ever want to do. The second most thing is entertaining people, having them find me funny and things like that. Maybe not funny all the time, because there is times to be serious, which I can be very serious when I think the time needs to be, which is why when I play a game that deals with serious subjects, I will not make jokes about them. things like suicide, like depression and stuff. That sort of stuff I'm not just going to make a joke about. That sort of stuff I do get serious about. And so, I'm sorry, I kind of lost track of what I was doing. I was talking about band. I got really off track. But I will finish telling you the third thing. The third thing that I've always wanted to do is do it. It kind of combines the first two things. I want to do what I enjoy doing, which is playing video games, while also entertaining people or making them feel better. That's another thing that I really enjoy doing. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a bit of a stuffy nose there. And so, I've covered that, so I'm going to go back to talking about the band. So I joined trombone, and I have some really cool friends that are in the band with me, like Sam and Brett Pollock, who I am going to... I'm sorry, I lost track of what I was saying there. I'm probably going to be making some songs with Brett here soon. I wasn't able to the past weekend because Brett was sick, and we're trying to make sure that he gets better as soon as possible because, along with me, he is also in the musicals and plays at IDA, which it brings me to my next one. That was a pretty good flow. I'm surprised I made that. But the last thing that I really want to tell you guys about is that I am in drama at IDA High School. I've been in it since my freshman year, and I like that is where my main group of friends has come from, is from the drama program. I honestly don't know where I would be right now without that, because it's become such a central part of who I am. Like all the people that I sit with at lunch, who I go out and do activities with, it's from the band. Or not, sorry, it's from some of the band, but it's mostly from drama. And I'm trying to think of the plays and musicals I've been in there, so I'm gonna tell you them as I think of them. I started off in White Christmas. I had about 5 different parts of that play because I played multiple minor characters, which really boosted like my confidence when I was going into there thinking, wow, they might be a lot of minor parts, but I got a lot of minor parts. And that's an amazing feeling when you're like a new actor and things like that, either having many minor parts or even one major part or even a semi-major part. All parts are important, but I mean you still can kind of judge them based on like how many lines, how often you're out there. But so my first one was White Christmas, and I played Ezekiel, 2 overhead announcers' voices, all of them different. And I played the stage director. It was something like that, like a choreographer, stage director up on the stage. And I was pretending like I was kind of directing the show. That was a whole lot of fun to do. After that, later in my year, I was... It was like Mr. Whitman or something like that. In The Night of January the 16th. It was a play about a court case where somebody was murdered by being thrown off the building, and you had to determine who did the crime. But this is where it was interesting. When I was in the play, you didn't know what the ending was going to be. You would call up a set of like 10, 13 people from the audience. It was something like that. And sorry if there's a glare on my glasses. It's kind of weird. And what you would do is they would decide who's guilty, or if the person that they're accusing was guilty or not guilty. It was totally random. Like, whatever they chose, that's what we had to do as our finishing for the play. So we were actually anticipating. I honestly wanted them to always be accused because, that's just what my character wanted. So I was always nervous every night because I didn't know what they would choose. And so that was that one. That was a lot of fun. So the next year, what we did was Bye Bye Birdie. I had that was my next major role. I got a major role in each of the plays I did except for like the first one, which was, I still kind of consider it major because it was a bunch of minor ones made up into a major one. So the next one was Bye Bye Birdie, and I was Mr. McAfee. And let me tell you, I had so much fun with that role. I was up on stage, and there was a part where Albert, I don't know if anybody's seen it, but he would keep turning away from me to talk to my wife. And I was super excited that I got to go on the Ed Sullivan show. So I'd be jumping up, toss my arms, screaming, things like that. And then as soon as he would turn around, I'd be like, yeah. No, Then as soon as he turned around again, yeah. yeah. He had to try his hardest not to laugh at what I was doing as I was doing it. I got the audience roaring, but so that was Bye Bye Birdie. That one was a lot of fun. After that, we did what did we do? Oh, it was Forest of the Dead, which we didn't realize until like halfway through doing it that it was a sequel. It still played out fine because it was like an independent story, but it was a sequel to it, where I played a guy who never ended up meeting the murderer. I had like no relation to that story whatsoever, but I still like was around every single other character, and I always found that kind of interesting that, you know, I was around all of them, but I was never around the killer himself, the only character that wasn't. But mine was more of like the love plot line of the story, whereas theirs was more of the creepiness, like, is he really okay? Is he a psychotic murderer now, possessed by a demon or something like, I don't know. It was really convoluted at some points. So after that, my junior year in high school, we did a musical called No No Nanette, which was set in the 1920s, and there was a lot of different plot lines going on in that. There was like all these different, like, oh, he did do it, oh, he didn't do it, oh, he did do it, oh, now we're not getting married, oh, we are getting married, oh, we aren't getting married, and it's just back and forth, back and forth. She didn't know what to do when she made up her mind. So what it was I was Billy. That was my name, Billy, and I was a lawyer, and I was best friends with the main character, and I had to figure out a way how to get him out of some major trouble. He had been funding some women just to, like, so they could go doing what they wanted. It would have been misconstrued by the society that he had been philandering with them. But in reality, there's even a song about it called I Want to Be Happy, but I Won't Be Happy Till I Can Make You Happy Too. And that was basically like the main song of it, and we all hated it by the end because it was just terrible. And so that's what he had been funding them so that they could go and do what they wanted to. But he did not want to get in trouble from his wife for spending money on just these women, even though it was strictly platonic. You know how it can end up. People get the wrong ideas. They can't quite get it out of their heads that something might be going on, even though they're being reassured that there isn't. And, you know, stuff just goes downhill. I'm going to have to clean these glasses while I talk. So I got him out of that for $20,000. Now, this is 1920s. $20,000 is like over $1 million right now. Way over $1 million. Maybe it's at $1 million. I really don't know the exchange rate from 95 years ago. But so that one was pretty fun. Then after that, we did a show of Hit and Misdemeanor. That's what it was called. I had to think about it because it was a pun. I love puns. Puns are like my favorite. I tell dad jokes all the time. I was sitting next to somebody the other day and they said, "Man, I'm really cold." And I'm like, "Hi, cold. I'm Dad." And they just looked at me. I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing. And so after that, they were like, "I'm serious." And I'm like, "Oh, you're serious? I thought you were Dad. I thought you were cold." And so, yeah, they hated me after I did that. But I can't stop doing dad jokes. Like the perfect steak joke. Wow, that's a rare medium. Well done. But anyways, so back to what I was talking about. Drama. Hit and Misdemeanor. I was a guy named Charlie. And I ended up being somebody that wanted my girlfriend or wife or something killed. I don't remember. No, she was my fiance. That's why I couldn't remember if it was girlfriend or wife. It was like the halfway point. Excuse me. And so, like, you're going through the whole thing and you're thinking that you don't realize that I'm doing something until like the very end. And then finally you realize like 7 different people have been trying to kill like other people, and it's like everybody just wanted to die and everybody goes to jail. Sorry for spoilers there if anybody's doing the play or going to go see it or something like that, but, you know, a bit late now. And so I was in that one. I'm trying to kind of hurry this up now because right now I just noticed my recording is getting towards 20 minutes. And the one that I am in right now, which I don't know how well it's going to go, but right now I'm having high hopes for it because it's pretty good. We're a few weeks into rehearsal right now. It's called The Drowsy Chaperone. I couldn't think of it because my mind's going everywhere right now because I'm trying to think of stuff. And I am Feldzig, the producer. I own a show called Feldzig's Follies, and my leading lady has left to go marry a man named Robert. Now, the whole thing about The Drowsy Chaperone is that it's a musical within a comedy. because essentially the entire musical is you're just watching a guy listening to a record, but what you're fully watching is what he's imagining in his mind the musical looked like as it was going on, because he's never seen the musical, so he's just sitting off to the side listening to his record, and everything that we're doing on the stage is like he's hearing it through his record. So I find that like it's a really cool concept to think about, but it's just a huge parody of 1920s commercials, or not commercials, plays, because there's even a part where he says, "Oh no, the bride and the groom are having a mishap on their wedding day. I wonder if they'll get together." Of course they will. It's a 1920s musical. What do you think's gonna happen? Of course they get back together. Which, essentially, that's correct. I've done a lot of 20s musicals, and none of them really vary from the fact, oh no, there's a trouble in the relationship. Oh no, we're gonna fix it. Okay, good, everything's perfect. 4 people get married in the end of this one. Oh, great. And of course that happens. I'm going to sneeze soon. I can feel it. It's not coming yet. I really want it to come. Oh, well, I'll keep talking. I'll probably sneeze partway through my talking. But, there it is. There it is. Oh, man. That was one of those ones where it's like you're afraid to talk because you think you're going to sneeze partway through a word. Ugh. Gross. And so, I have pretty high hopes for that one. There's a really cool song called Toledo Surprise. You guys should look it up. It's from the Drowsy Chaperone. Oh, there's my second sneeze. I might have a few more after this. Once I sneeze once, I sneeze a bunch of times. And so I think I've told you just about all I want to tell you about right now. Once I reach like 25 or 50 subscribers, I'll probably do another video where I'm really afraid I'm going to sneeze. That's why I'm pausing. And that's why I might sound a little bit nasally right now. Once I reach the 25 or 50 subscriber video, or 25 or 50 subscriber point, I'll probably make another video, and I'll tell you about my dogs, and just some more about me, probably, things like that. And so I just want to end this video. I know I said it at the beginning, but once again, I want to thank all my friends and family who have checked out my videos or subscribed or shared it to anybody or anything like that, or like my videos, things like that, because all the support really does help to try to build the channel. And so anything you can do to help, like, sharing it with your friends, subscribing, basically sharing it with anybody. Even if you're not sure if they'll be interested, just tell them. Maybe they'll become interested when they see my videos. I'm not sure. But thank you. Be sure to subscribe. I say this in all my videos, but once again, I like to try to build up my channel. Just be sure to subscribe. You don't necessarily have to like the videos, but it does help. That does also help. And I hope you have a good day. My name is Cam the Man, and this has been my 10 subscriber video. Bye.